Yes, very good morning to all of you. Yes, very good morning to all of you. Yes, online students, please give me confirmation about audio and video clarity. Yes, very good morning to all of you. Online students, please give me confirmation about audio and video clarity. Yes, yes, thank you. ఇరా అందరు డల్గా ఉన్నారేంట్రా? ఎక్కువ టైం క్లాస్ జరుగుతున్నాయినా? ఇంకేముందిరా, 2 సబ్జెక్ట్సే, ఇంకో 2 స్టార్ట్ అయితే ఓకే. I think in the previous session we discussed about how to compute the tax liability. So already you have an idea about computation of tax liability. So can you repeat ma? So for calculation of tax liability, how many components we have to add? Yes, 3 components we need to add. One is an income tax liability. Next one, surcharge. Simply we can call it as an tax on tax. Last one, health and education cess. Sir, while calculating that income tax liability, they are given one option for some SSCs only. Who are some SSCs ma? Individual, HUF, AOP, BOI, AJP. They can follow 115 BSc or they can follow old tax regime also. For companies, that too for domestic companies, they are given option to follow optional tax rates like 115 BA, 115 BAA, 115 BAB. So next, they are given for the resident cooperative societies also. We can follow normal also or 115 BAD, 115 BAE. For these SSCs only, they are given the old regime as well as you can follow new regime also. But if any special incomes are there, for that special incomes we have to follow special tax rates. We have to follow special tax rates. So can you define surcharge in simple form? It is called as tax on tax. So altogether whatever that output you get in these two, on these two we have to calculate what are health and education cess. Income tax liability plus surcharge, altogether we have to add health and education cess, that is in 4%. So now we have to concentrate on this concept of special tax rate. So just read it out and if possible try to remember that percentages. But in future in capital gain chapter we will discuss these tax rates again. So okay, you have to remember normal incomes are taxable either at old rates or new rates. But special incomes are always taxable at what ma? Special tax rates. Now, so these special tax rates are applicable. These special tax rates are applicable for whom? For all SSCs. Whether you are in company, individual, HUF, AOP, BOI, it is an irrelevant. For all the SSCs, if any special incomes are there, they need to calculate tax liability by using special tax rates only. So please make an observation ma. 1 as well as 2, 3, 4. totally the 4 special incomes only I covered here. The remaining things are covered in respective chapters. Don't think about it. Okay. Now, first capital gains. What is that, ma? Capital gains. You know something about the capital gains already. Assumption. Capital asset, if it is transferred to that any person, we have to calculate what are capital gain. If any capital asset is transferred to others, we are required to calculate capital gain. That capital gain can be classified into 2 types. Ma. If that is a short-term capital asset, we will get short-term capital gain. If that is a long-term capital asset, we can get what, ma? Long-term capital gain. But now I'm classifying the capital assets into 2 categories. One is a long-term capital asset, another one is a short-term capital asset. You know already. But I want to highlight the just 3 capital assets separately. What are the 3 capital assets, ma? Please repeat, ma. Listed equity shares, units of equity oriented mutual funds, units of business trust. So these 3 you have to remember. Listed equity shares. Second one, units of equity oriented mutual funds. Next one, units of business trust. If these 3 capital assets are short term capital assets in your hands, you will get what are short term capital gain. Yes. Example, I purchased listed equity shares from one company. Okay. Next day I transferred that listed equity shares. Now I will get the short-term capital gain. Now these 3 assets related short-term capital gain taxable under section which, ma? 1(1)(a), or simply you can call it as an 111(a). So don't ask me. Here I am given the 2 tax rates. Ma. One is on 15%, another one is on 20%. Before amendment is on 15%, after amendment 20. So what is the amendment date? These are all the things are not required right now. In capital gain chapter, I will tell you in detailed manner. Before amendment, what is the rate, ma? 15. After amendment, 20. So 111(a) will attract if these 3 short-term capital assets are transferred. What are the 3 short-term capital assets, ma? Listed equity shares, units of equity-oriented mutual fund, units of business trust. Clear? Now, I purchased gold 1 month back. Now I want to transfer that gold. So now gold is short-term capital asset or long-term? Just 1 month or 2 months back I purchased the gold. Now I am transferring that gold to others. Short-term or long-term? Short-term. But it isn't any other asset other than the financial asset. These 3 assets are called as what, ma? Financial asset. Other than these 3 assets, if you are transferred any capital asset, example gold. So building. So 2 months back I purchased one building. Now I am selling that one building. Now it is taxable under other than 111(a). There is no specific section for this other than 111(a). What is the tax rates, ma? Normal tax rate. Sir, in my point of view, it is a very important point. Why? Many students are thinking that capital gain chapter totally taxable at a special tax rate. That statement is wrong. Short-term capital gain and other than 111(a) is taxable with the normal tax rate. Normal means nothing but if you are following 115 BSE, you can go with the 115 BSE. If you are following that old rates, yes, you can go with the old rates. Now, same. Can you give the one name for these 3 assets? Unit mutual fund, units of business trust, listed equity shares. All together, can I call these assets as an financial assets, ma? Yes. But if these financial assets are long-term capital asset, you will get what gain, ma? Long-term capital gain. So that long-term capital gain taxable under section 112A. What is that? 112A. What is that 112A tax rate? Ma? Before amendment 10%, after amendment 12.5%. But here the basic exemption limit is there 1,25,000. What is the basic exemption limit? 1,25,000. I will tell you one simple example. I transferred one long-term capital asset of listed equity shares. Ma. I got capital gain 26 lakh. How much amount? Ma? 26 lakh. Out of that 1,25,000 is an exempt. So can you tell me how much we got? 26 lakh. 26 lakh totally taxed? No. How much is exempt? Ma? 1,25,000. Can you tell me how much amount? Ma? 24,75,000. It will be taxable at the rate of 10% or 12.5% depending upon the transfer date. Previously 10%, now amended with the 12.5%. So I think you have concept book or any other books in your hands, so you can verify. In capital gain chapter, again I have I mentioned this discussion in that capital gain chapter. Again we can discuss in detailed manner, but now just you want to know these are the special tax rates. Clear ma? Now, sir, I haven't gold, but now gold is a long-term capital asset ma. So any asset other than the financial asset, if that is a long-term capital asset, on this long-term capital asset, I need to calculate the what ma? Long-term capital gain. So now it is taxable under 112. In flow, maybe you can call, sir, this is an other than 111A. Can I call it as an other than 112A? No, you can't call, because we have separate section for these. What is the separate section ma? 112. So what is the tax rate ma? Here I mentioned the 3 tax rates. Just remember 20%, 12.5%, 10 also there. Sir, in which case, which rate? These are all the things we can discuss in capital gain chapter. Clear up to now? Yes. So I want to frame one statement. Whether the statement is true or false, you need to decide. Right? In capital gain all types of capital gains are taxable with special tax rate. Statement is right or wrong ma? Wrong. Because one category of capital gain is taxable at what? Normal tax rate other than special tax rates. Okay. Now, so these 3 incomes are lifetime important. Yes, every chapter always linking with these 3 sections. Yes, now you have to remember along with the section numbers also. Okay. Sir, casual incomes, if you have. Meaning of casual incomes ma? Without any effort. If you got any income, that is casual income. Example, yes sir, lottery incomes, crossword puzzles, winnings, gamblings, yes, any income. Yes, please give me confirmation about audio and video of others ma? Yes. Yes. So I think you know now meaning of casual incomes. These casual incomes are always taxable under section. What is the section number ma? 115BB. What is the tax rate ma? Flat tax rate 30%. Tax rate flat 30% ma. There is no deductions also. Example, I got 1 lakh lottery. But for getting this lottery, I'm purchasing 2000 worth of lottery ticket. Can you tell me now, can I reduce this 2000 expenditure from 1 lakh? No. No expenses are allowed. No basic exemption limit is allowed. So directly the total amount is taxed at the rate of what? 30%. What is the section number? At the end of the class, face-to-face students, definitely I will ask the section number and percentages. After that only I will give a break. Okay. If you are not aware about the section numbers now, we can extend the break till 2 also. After that 2 to 3:30 I will give the lunch break. 3:30 SCM class will resume. 3:30 to 3 hours. SCM class. Because important only. If that is unimportant, okay, I will also close in a slow manner. So net winnings from online games. So now many online games are there. If you got any winnings from online games, that is taxable under separate section. What is the section number? 115 BBJ. What is the tax rate? Same, 30%. Undisclosed income. Sir, what do you mean by the undisclosed income? I earn some income, but I am not at all disclosed in the return of income. Simply, I am not at all paying any tax on some incomes. That some incomes only called as undisclosed income. So, what is the tax? Section number 115 BBE. Taxable at the rate of what? 78%. Sir, how you got 78%, sir? Tax how much? 60%. Surcharge, health and education cess. Calculate effective tax rate by using calculator. Sir, if they are asking just income tax rate, you have to mention 60%. If they are asking effective tax rate, you need to mention 78%. Lotteries chargeability section number 115 BB. Net winnings from online games 115 BBJ. Yes, next undisclosed income 115 BBE. Clear? Now, sir, health and education says it is a very easy concept. Now we can close it down easily. Sir, health and education says also applicable for all SSEs. While you are calculating the tax liabilities, all SSEs needs to add health and education cess. Sir, first calculate income tax. On this income tax, you have to calculate what? Surcharge. So, income tax and surcharge all together, whatever you got, on this you have to apply what rate? 4%. But, sir, here I am given the conjunction like or, either surcharge or what? Rebate. If you require to pay surcharge, please add surcharge. Or if you are eligible to claim rebate, please reduce the rebate. That means I can frame one sentence easily. Health and education cess is an last step in the tax computation. Okay, if surcharge applicable, add surcharge. Or if rebate eligible, reduce rebate. Finally, on this total amount, add health and education cess. You can write it down in the below also. Health and education cess is an last step in the tax computation. Many students are thinking that, sir, first I need to add education cess, or after that I need to reduce the rebate. Many students are confusing. Yes, you can write it down. మూడు ఉంటాయి తెచ్చేసి. హెల్త్ అండ్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ సెస్ is last step in tax liability computation. First, income tax. If surcharge applicable, add surcharge. Or if you are eligible for rebate, please take rebate. Last, you have to add health and education cess. Clear, ma? Up to now? Now, important concept. Now we have to start with the rebate. So now we can do some problems also by using this rebate concept, ma? Rebate under section 87A. Okay. So general meaning of rebate is what? Discount. Okay. For you also we can provide discount. While computing the tax liability, yes, some SSEs are eligible to take what, ma? Rebate. Some SSEs are eligible to take rebate. Sir, who is an eligible SSE? Sir, in person definition, we have many: individual, HUF, AOP, BOI, AJP, cooperative society, etc. we have. But rebate only given for individuals only. That too for resident individual. If you are a non-resident individual, you are not eligible for rebate. If you are a resident individual, you will get the rebate. So can you tell me, individual can follow two types of regimes? Can you tell me default tax regime is what? 115 BSC. Sir, I don't want to follow the 115 BSC. Can I opt it out or can I shift out from this, ma? Yes. So then you can follow old regime also. Now the rebate is eligible for both the regimes. Whether you are following the default tax regime, whether you are following the normal tax rate, anything also okay, you will get rebate. So now suppose if that SSE following the old regime. Old regime means what, ma? We can call it as old regime, normal tax rate or optional tax rates. So if that resident individual total income is less than or equal to 5 lakh, then only he is eligible for what, ma? Rebate. Does not exceed 5 lakh means what, ma? Less than or equal to 5 lakh. What is the rebate amount? Generally, please calculate tax liability on 5 lakh. So just you are a normal person, ma? Not a senior citizen. Please calculate 0 to 2.5 lakh what, nil. 2.5 lakh to 5 lakh, what is the rate, ma? 5%. That means 12,500. So total tax liability, if you have an 5 lakh income, so you will get 12,500. So that entire 12,500 they are allowing as an what, ma? Rebate. That means if you have an total income up to 5 lakh, your tax liability always how much, 0, because of rebate concept. Income tax payable or 12,500, whichever is lower. Now I want to give you one more example. So just 4.8 lakh total income, 2.5 lakh. So up to 0 to 2.5 lakh. Sir, here total income how much, ma? We are taken 5 lakh. Total income 5 lakh. So that's why minus how much amount rebate they want to give, ma? 87A. Tax payable or 12,500, whichever is lower. So entire 12,500 we can get it as a rebate. Finally our tax liability will be 0. Now I am giving the, yes, one more question like total income is in 4.8 lakh. Please calculate, ma. 2.5 lakhs to 4.8 lakh. How much amount, ma? 11,500. So here how much amount of rebate I can get, ma? Tax payable or 12,500, whichever is lower. Here tax payable is how much, ma? 11,500. That's why here you will get 11,500 as an rebate. Clear? Yes. If it is okay, then we can start our discussion with the, sir, how we can get the rebate in case of default tax regime or new regime. Shall we start our discussion, ma? Out of these two regimes, which one is a default tax regime, ma? 115 BAC. Now I will tell you the reason why they are making this as a default in filing of ITRs. Because your total income less than or equal to 5 lakh, here you will get rebate. But in this regime, if you have a total income less than or equal to 7 lakh, you will get what, ma? Rebate. So to be honest, okay, forget about deductions, etc. If your total income is 6 lakh, which regime is better? Default tax regime is better. So most of the SSEs will try to take this rebate option by using this regime. That's why they are also mention this regime only as an what, ma? Default tax regime while filing the ITRs. This is only the reason. Previously, I think 1-2 years back, normal tax rates are default one. So if you don't want to follow the normal, you can go with the 115 BSC. But now, because of the rebate introduction in the new regime also, so that's why many SSEs will try to take the which regime, ma? 115 BSC. That's why they are making this regime as an what, ma? Default. Clear? So total income is less than or equal to 7 lakh, you will get what, ma? Rebate. Here also resident individual only. Sir, 115 BAC is applicable for whom, ma? Residents as well as non-residents also. While you are applying 115 BSc, residential status is not a criteria, age is also not a criteria, but while you are claiming rebate, you must be resident individual. Okay na? In between breaks on a snacks on a kavalera meeku? Lady faculties kavala? మా దగ్గర లేరురా. ఇక మీరు ఎవరినన్నా రెఫరెన్స్ ఇస్తే నేనే మాట్లాడి అరేంజ్ చేసుకుంటాను. ఓకే, నెక్స్ట్ మన టోటల్ ఇన్కమ్, ఎస్, టోటల్ ఇన్కమ్ ఈజ్ లెస్ దెన్ ఆర్ ఈక్వల్ టు 7 lakh. సో దెన్ in this scheme, they are in this regime, they are giving the rebate. Income tax payable are 25,000, whichever is what, ma? Lower. Arrow missed ra. Yes, you have to place it whichever is lower. Okay. So calculate tax, ma? Under section 115 BAC. Under section 115 BAC. Please calculate the tax liability if the total income exactly 7 lakh. Please calculate. How much you will get, ra? Na computation chupindi. Under section 115 BAC, total income 7 lakh. Please compute tax liability. 20,000 only. Okay, please tell me the tax rates, ma, first. 0 to super nil, ammo, 3 lakhs to 5%. Next 7 lakhs, it's over. 7 lakh only our total income. Now 3 to 7 lakh is over. Yes, nil means nil. 4 lakh into 5%, how much, ma? 20,000. Total how much, ma? 20,000. Sir, here in my opinion, in act they are given 25, but our tax liability itself how much, ma? 20,000. Sir, why they are given the 25, sir? If they are given 20,000, that isn't correct. Why they are given, na? I will tell you. Under 2 years or 1 year back, under section 115 BAC rates, ma, I will tell you, total income 7 lakh means, please try to calculate, 0 to 3 lakhs, 3 lakhs to 6 lakh. So next 6 lakhs to 9 lakh is there, but here we have only how much ma? 7 lakh. Yes, nil. Yes, 5%. Here 10%. Please calculate nil, 15,000, 10,000. Earlier rates, if you applied, its liability is 25. So that's why here they are given 25, but they are not changed with the 20,000. They are still continuing with the what ma? 25 only. There is no logic, but in future, in next finance acts, this can be amended, but don't replace with the 20. In act, they are given 25. You also needs to mention as an 25,000 only. Okay. Shall we start, ma? I'm given the reason. Maybe in future, if you are calculated, you will get 20 only. Sir, how they are given the 25? That's why. If this is an old finance act related rates, ma. Old finance act, if you followed, your tax liability 25. That's why income tax payable are 25,000, whichever is lower. But still they are continuing with the same only. Some experts will be there. That experts asking that, sir, here I am eligible for rebate under section 87A. So can I take 25? No, whichever is lower means what you have to take, ma? 20,000. You can't get the refund from the rebate. If you are taken 25 here, they will give that amount as a refund. That is not possible. Whichever is lower means your income tax payable itself how much ma? 20,000. So that's why lower amount is 20. The 20 only you will get it as a rebate. Clear ma up to now? All of you? Now. Can I clear it? One reason I told why they are making these 115 BAC as a default tax regime. One more reason I want to tell you. Sir, if your total income is more than 7 lakh, in this case also you can get rebate. So if your total income is more than how much ma? 7 lakh. Still you can get the what ma? Rebate. Shall we prove that concept? Why they are given if that more than 7 lakh total income also? So remember, in old regime, total income does not exceed 5 lakh. That's over. But in new regime, they are given does not exceed 7 lakh or exceeds 7 lakh also you can get rebate. But under yes ma, marginal relief concept, this yes ma, this rebate is provided by using which concept ma? Marginal relief concept. I will prove it why they are given the rebate if your total income is more than 7 lakhs also. Clear? Yes ma, my total income, yes ma, my total income 7 lakh 20,000. It is more than 7 lakh or not ma? Yes. Please calculate step 1 ma. Total income minus 7 lakh. How much ra? Why you are using calculator for this also ra? Overacting raslo. Narasimha nura first untavara deenlo. Okay, step 1. How much you will get ma? 20,000. That means this 20,000 I am representing as an additional income over the 7 lakh. Am I correct ma? Step 2 is what ra? Compute what type tax liability ma? Income tax liability only. No need to add surcharge, any extra stuff. Just income tax liability. Calculate income tax liability on total income 7 lakh. Yes ma, 7 lakh 20,000 ma. Ma? Yes, how much you will get? 20? Yes, correct. 22,000. This is an tax. This is an tax I need to pay. Make an observation ma. Up to 7 lakh, they are saying no need to pay any tax. Am I right? But just I earned more than 7 lakh, how much ma? 20,000. Because of this 20,000 additional earnings, they are asking 22,000 tax. This is an correct, this is an horrible treatment only. Why? I will tell you. Sir, up to 7 lakh, you are saying no need to pay any tax. Just marginally over 7 lakh, I earned how much amount ma? 20,000 only. Because of this 20,000 marginal earning, marginal means a small amount of earning. So they are asking 22,000 rupees tax. My capability is 20,000 only, but they are asking more than my capability. So that's why here they are given the rebate. If step 2 is more than step 1, please check it out, ma. Whether here step 2 is more than step 1 or not. Yes. They are asking more than my capability. If they are asking, I will give you 20,000. How can I give 22,000 to them? So that's why rebate will be step 2 minus what, ma? Step 1. So can you calculate rebate here, ma? 2. So now rebate will be what, ma? 2,000. So finally, yes, they are asking 22,000, but rebate how much is how much, ma? 2,000. Finally, you have to pay your additional income totally to them. Plus for this, you have to add what, ma? Last step in tax computation is in health and education cess. Again, I am repeating, ra. In new regime, if you haven't total income less than or equal to 7 lakh, simply no need to pay any tax because entire amount is eligible for rebate. But if you are additionally earned or marginally earned more than 7 lakh, here also they are providing the rebate by using which concept, ma? Marginal relief concept. You have to remember these steps, ma. First step is how much additional income you earn more than 7 lakh. So next on the total income, please calculate tax liability. Sir, I earned extra 20 only, but you are asking 22,000 tax. I will not pay, sir. I will pay this 20,000 as only as a tax. After that, I will increase the tax liability by adding what, ma? Health and education cess. Clear? So now you haven't doubt. The same thing we can calculate for the, yes, ma. If you are clear up to now, I will change the numbers, ma. We can calculate again. So take the 7,30,000 and please calculate, ma. 7,30,000 means here additional income is how much, ma? 30,000. Experts, please calculate tax on 7,30,000 by using 115 BSc rates, ma. 23,000. Sir, now you earned additionally 30, but we are asking only what, ma? 23,000. You are capable to pay. So that's why here equation, if you remember that is step 2 is less than what, ma? Step 1. Yes, there is no rebate. There is no rebate. Sir, how can I know by using this total income whether I am eligible for rebate or not? That's why I am given the solution here. Yes. In default tax regime, if you are a resident individual, if your total income is 0 to 7 lakh, directly you will get what, ma? Rebate. Let's check it out this screen, ra. But if your total income is 7 lakh above, till 7,22,220, remember that number, ma? 7,22,220. You will get rebate, but under which concept, ma? Marginal relief concept. Under which concept, ma? Marginal relief concept. Sir, if your total income is more than 7,22,220, there is no rebate even under marginal relief concept also. So that's why it is a landmark number you have to remember. Sir, first we calculated on how much amount, ma? 7,20,000. That's why we got an what, ma? Rebate. So secondly, we calculated tax rebate on how much, ma? 7,30,000. Whether we got rebate or not, ma? No. Remember this again, repeat how much amount of an total income is eligible for rebate under section 115 BSE ma? 7,22,220. Are you clear? So now in exam, I am asking tax liability on 7,18,000 if the DEC following the 115 BSE. Directly you need to pick a option of what ma? 0. 7,18,000 means what ma? It is below the what ma? 7,22,220. Yes, here we can get the rebate also. Not answer, we can't get an answer as an 0. We have to compute it. Because here the rebate, not total amount as a rebate ma. So okay, calculate. 7,18,000 ma, what is the tax liability? First of all, by way of looking this total income 7,18,000 itself, you need to remember, yes, we can get the rebate under which concept ma? Marginal relief. If I am given the 6 lakh, directly we can get the what ma? Rebate. If I am given 7,45,000, no rebate. Okay, calculator. Step 1, 18,000 we got. This is an additional income. Next ma, how much? 21,800. Sir, they are asking the tax more than my capability. So step 2 is more than how much ma? Sorry, more than step 1. Rebate amount. Can you tell me rebate amount? 3,000. So finally, they are asking 21,800. We are given the rebate under section 87A, 3,800. Simply, I will pay this 18,000. Yes, directly to them. But I will add the what ma? Health and education cess. Clear? Okay. So please open the workbook directly. First chapter, workbook, please open. Question number 1, please try to solve it. On your own, you can solve question number 1. All of you, please try to open that workbook, question number 1. Don't think about it. It is already presented on the screen. So read it out, ma. Mr. Mahesh, 32 years of age, he is a resident India. His total income 6,50,000. Sir, they are given the one line. What is the importance of this line? You have to remember. Comprising salary income and interest on what ma? Fixed deposit. That means these incomes are taxable at a normal tax rate. There is no special tax rate taxable incomes. They are communicating by using these lines. These are all incomes are taxable at what ma? Normal tax rate. There is no special tax rate taxable incomes included in his total income. Now, very important line. They are asking the tax liability. Okay, we can calculate. But under which regime they are asking ma? Default tax regime under section 115 BEC. Sir, directly I can mark that answer as in 0. Why ma? Under default tax regime, if total income below 7 lakh, income tax payable are 25,000, whichever is lower. So final answer, how much you can get ma? Nil. Are you understood first of all? Now, second question ma. Please read it out. Here whether this fellow is eligible for rebate or not, please check it out. Sir, they are not at all mentioned anything as a rebate in the question. By way of looking the total income, you have to understood. First condition, resident India. And second condition, total income. So that's why you can identify this fellow is eligible for rebate. Second question also, he is a resident India and his total income but more than how much ma? 7 lakh. But that is less than 7 lakh 22,220. Now you can take the rebate under which concept ma? Rebate under marginal relief. Yes, you can write it down on that question itself. While you are revising, you can easily follow it. So just on your own, you can try that. I don't want to give the spoon feeding. Yes, already we taken this only as an example. Try on your own. SCM లో reverse try. Yes. బా ఇప్పుడు తీస్తున్నారు రా బుక్స్ వస్తుంటే. థ్యాంక్స్ రా, వచ్చినప్పుడన్నా తీసి రెస్పెక్ట్ ఇచ్చారు. పర్లా. Yes, you can calculate, these are all calculations in calculator, but if they are asking for 2 marks or 4 marks in exam, how to present it also you need to know. First, every question should start with the heading. So what is that heading here? Computation of tax liability of Mr. Nitin. Then after you need to write particulars and amount. Yes, please observe, after allowing the rebate, at last we added the what ma? Health and education cess. Clear? Now, third question. Okay, if answer matched na, then okay. If any doubt, yes, you can ask now itself. Sorry? It's okay, you can calculate on your own. Okay, third question ma. So please look at the third question. Important, I am covering that entire rebate concept in this question ra. X, Y, Z are 3 resident individuals. Super. And they have a total income 1x as in 7 lakh. Y having the how much ma? 7 lakh 10,000. Z having how much ma? 7 lakh 30. And in this line they are given, they are opted the which regime ma? Default tax regime. By way of looking these 3 persons income itself, you need to tell, yes, can he get the rebate ma? Direct rebate he can get. But 7 lakh 10,000 ma, can he get rebate? Yes, under which concept? Marginal. Urre super ra. Snacks on vacha. Rebate under what concept ma? Marginal relief. Last person can get marginal relief. Why? Sorry, last person, can he get rebate ma? No. No rebate. Now you can calculate, but while solving these 3 type of problems, you have to follow the columnar method. In exam, one time if you calculated for him, second time and the third time your half an hour time or 15 minutes time can be wasted in your exam. If they are given the similar type of computations, you have to follow that which method ma? Columnar. So particulars X, Y, Z. Sir, first concentrate on X ma. So no need to follow steps. Directly you can get what ma? Rebate. 7 lakh total income. Exactly how much ma? 7 lakh. Tax liability how much ma? 20,000. Rebate is nothing but 20,000, that is income tax payable, or 25,000, whichever is lower. So that's why you will get that entire amount as an what ma? Rebate. Tax liability itself what ma? 0. Are you clear? X over Y. Sir, here we have to follow that what ma? Steps. Step 1 is how? What is that step 1 ma? Total income over the 7 lakh. How much ma? 10,000. Second one is how much ra? Tax, income tax liability on how much amount? 7 lakh 10,000. Please calculate ma. 4 lakh into 5%, 10,000 into 10%. Total ma? 21,000. Sir, clearly, so this is my capability. How much my capability ma? 10,000. But they are asking how much ma? 21. So definitely here 11,000 I will get it as an what ma? Rebate. 11,000 how you can get ma? Step 2 minus step 1. So finally, yes, they are demanding this as a tax. But how much amount they are given as a rebate ma? 11,000. They are asking 21,000, but they are given the rebate 11. Finally, what is that amount you are required to pay ma? 10,000, plus on that you have to add what ma? Health and education cess. Last thing, it isn't simple ra. Yes, 7,30,000. Okay, you know already this fellow is not eligible for what ma? Rebate. This fellow is not eligible for rebate. But just prove is not eligible for rebate in that question. Directly you can't calculate tax liability. So step 1 is what the total income more than 7 lakh. How much? 30,000. Second, please calculate tax liability on what ma? Total income, that is 7 lakh 30,000. Here remember, step 2 is, sir, you haven't capability to pay 30,000, but they are asking how much? Just 23. That's why rebate concept is not applicable here, and no rebate. So that's why this 23,000 you have to pay, but by using that health and education says that amount should be increased. So definitely rebate concept directly they will not give a, but along with the DTAA questions or in MCQs, definitely they will try to give. If they, okay, if I am setting the question paper, definitely I will give yes marginal relief concept related rebate only, because everyone know about the what ma? This old regime related rebate, and this one also everyone know. In new regime, if your total income less than 7 lakh, you can get rebate. But most of the students are ignoring this concept. It isn't very easy. We have to remember 3 things only. Sir, why they are given the rebate? Because they are demanding that more than your capability, how you can pay? I additionally earned how much ma? So in the second, in this question, please observe, I additionally earned how much? 10,000. But they are asking tax how much? 21. This is not a correct. That's why, yes, they are given the what ma? Rebate. Clear? Question number 3 also clear. Online, if you have any doubts regarding the rebate concept, please let me know. Otherwise, we can proceed with the next concept. At least given confirmation whether watching is optional for you. Exam is a mandatory. Qualification is also mandatory. It's up to you. I will not ask please watch, please watch, please watch. If you watch, okay. Otherwise also okay. You can take that classes again. No problem for me. Yes, sir. Online, please give me confirmation. No. So just at the time of starting of the every virtual class, Just they will open face to face, na mandatory. Okay, after 5 minutes, after 10 minutes also you will come and you will sit and you are trying to listen. Okay, after some time you may deviate and you can come and you can go, no problem. So mentally. But online students, every time, last 4 or 5 years, I observing the same thing. If we started that live, so all purchased students will come and will open the class first. After that, I don't know why they will open also. Maybe they will look audio and video clarity. So next, this faculty wearing which color shirt. So okay, whether he is wearing the specs or not. So he's properly dressed. I don't know what they will check also. After 5 minutes, they will go. I don't know. They haven't many important works. Maybe they are ministers, minister level category. Okay, if they are hurt also, if they are feeling any anger on me also, no problem. It isn't fact. Okay. Next, one more thing. Recorded classes, no? After completion of exams, after results, everyone will purchase the classes. No? Everyone. CMA final students and inter student, after exams and after results, they will purchase. If you are putting 1 lakh also, they will purchase. If you are putting course price totally both groups 1 lakh, 1 lakh 50, 2 lakhs if you put also, they can purchase because they haven't that burning feeling. Yes, at any cost we can clear with the All India -1 rank. That type of burning desire they will. But out of that purchased students recorded or virtual, they will complete just 15 to 20% of the students only. They will complete all recordings. First of all. Okay, you don't know, 1 week before exams, I will receive the messages, sir, I didn't start your recording, sir. Please let me know what are the important chapters. If I am saying any important chapter also, you will not complete within this week also. I know that fact. But I will copy and I will paste one message in all the groups. Okay, at least you have to cover the A category concept, B category, C category. I will tell you that fact only. Okay, it's up to you, ma. So this is only the last time. I will not tell you again until today's class. Tomorrow I will talk again. Next, rounding off of total income, rounding off of what, ma? Tax payable. Sir, how to calculate total income, ra? Aggregation of 5 heads of income and give the clubbing provision effect, give the set of provisions effect and reduce chapter 6A deduction. The total income, yes, first you should rounding off. So example, if your total income, yes, got 2,88,836 rupees 85 paisa. So ignore paisas, ra. Ignore what, ma? Paisa. And the last, yes, ma, 2 digits observe. 836 is there, rounding off to 840. That means we are rounding off to nearest multiples of what, ma? 10. We are rounding off to what, ra? Nearest multiples of 10. 836 is near to what, ma? 40. 36 is near to 40. Sir, simply you can take last digit is what, ra? 6. Then you can round it off to 40. Second, ma, ignore paisa. And next, last digit is what, ma? 3. That means it is rounded off to 830 or 840, ma? 830. That's why rounded off to nearest multiples of 10. But in your exam, they will give you 5 in last digit. So paisas you can ignore directly. You can ignore what, ma? Paisa. But 5 is there, sir. 5 is rounded off to 10, 5 is rounded off to 5 is near to 10, 5 is near to 0, na. Sir, you don't have any confusion if I am given the 6, if I am given the 3. But if I am given the 5 in the last digit, how we can do rounding off? Answer is there, you can tell. Yes, ma. 5 or more than 5 always should be rounded off to next multiples of what, ma? 10. Here 5 is there, that is the next multiple of 10 is what, ra? 840. In the same way, they are given after first total income you got, rounding off is done. On that you have to calculate what, ma? Tax liability. The tax liability also you should round it off by using the same provision. So tax liability and total income, both the things should be rounding off. First you need to rounding off what, ma? Total income. On that please calculate tax liability. The tax liability also should be rounding off. Both the things are given in 288A, 288B. OVS Shalvaras. I'm not talking about the marginal relief concept, ma. So marginal relief concept separately we can discuss. Just I completed the rebate concept, okay? So in old regime they are not at all given the rebate under marginal relief concept. In new regime only they mention. I'm not at all started the discussions relating to marginal relief. I just completed the what concept, ma? Rebate. Under old regime, just they given the one provision. In future, they will discontinue the old regime at any cost. They will discontinue the old regime. Okay, that's why they are given the under 115 BAC less than or equal to 7 lakh, more than 7 lakh also you can get rebate. But what is the base for giving the rebate? Marginal relief concept. Last concept in this chapter, I will discuss the marginal relief. I will tell you in and out, ignore. Okay. Here I am not talking about marginal relief. I am given just what concept, ma? Rebate. Clear, ma, up to now? 288A is rounding off of what, ma? Yes, total income. 288B is rounding off of what, ma? Tax payable. Clear? Okay. So now, sixth point in our discussion is maximum marginal tax rate and what, ma? Average tax rate. So these two concepts we can use in the DTAA chapter. These two concepts we can use in the which chapter, ma? DTAA. So 1 lakh income is there, ma. On that 1 lakh we paid 34,000. If I am asking the rate, how you can calculate, ra? 34,000 divided by 1 lakh into 100 if you applied, you will get 34%. So on an average, what is the rate we collected on this income? What is the rate of tax we applied on this income? That is only the formula. Average tax rate is nothing but tax payable divided by total income into 100. So the same, if you remember this example, on 1 lakh they collected 34,000. If you want to calculate rate, how you will get rate, ma? 34,000 divided by how much, ma? 1 lakh into 100. Clear? No. Maximum marginal tax rate, I will tell you. Maximum marginal tax rates, I will tell you. Sir, maximum means what, ma? High or low? High. Sir, in Income Tax Act 1961, you have to follow some provisions like you have to submit the PAN. Yes, you have to must attach the bank details in certain cases. So like some provisions are there. If you are not followed the provisions properly, you are liable to pay the tax at an what rate, ma? Maximum marginal tax rate. What is the concept, ma? In Income Tax Act 1961, in certain cases, we are required to pay the tax by using that way, what rate, ma? Maximum marginal tax rate. Sir, for individual, now I will reveal the, what is that maximum marginal tax rate. For which SSC, now I will discuss the tax rates, maximum marginal tax rate, individual. MMR, in shortcut in exam also they can give it as an what, MMR, means what, maximum marginal tax rate. Sorry, here individual can follow the old regime, or here individual can follow the new regime. New regime means what, default tax regime, that is 115 BSC. Simple, Tax liability means how many components we have to add, 3. Income tax, surcharge, health and education cess. In these 3 things, take the highest percentages. Sir, what is it? Income tax rate, slab rates are available for individual, 5, 20, 30 is there. But take highest one. Highest one is what? So, surcharge rates, under old regime, please open the surcharge concept of individual. In your handwritten notes, in individual HUF, AOP, BOI, AJP, tax rates discussed. Within that, surcharge rates also we discussed. Under old regime, what is the maximum surcharge rate, 37. More than 5 crores is there, then we have to apply that what, 37. That's why we taken the 37 only. Generally we have 10, 15, 25, 37. Out of we have to take the what, highest one. Health and education cess is common for all, that is 4%. Please calculate effective tax rate, Effective tax rate. I am talking about effective tax rate. How much? 42.744. Whereas if that SSE followed the new regime, highest income tax rate is what, same 30. Under 115 BSE we have 5%, 10%, 15%, 20%, next 30. There is no 25. There is no 25. Highest tax rate also under 115 BSE is 30. But highest surcharge rate, please check, 25. More than 2 crores is 25. So health and education cess is common. Please calculate the all together, Entera 39. Super. So you have to remember this maximum marginal tax rate concept as well as average tax rate concept. Clear, amma? Rebate for whom? Resident, individual. Under old regime, if his total income is less than or equal to 5 lakh. In new regime, less than or equal to 7 lakh, more than 7 lakh, but less than or equal to 7 lakh 22,220. First direct rebate under new regime, less than or equal to 7 lakh total income. Rebate under marginal relief concept, if his total income more than 7 lakh, but less than or equal to 7 lakh 22,220. Okay. Yes. Now one more theory concept. What do you mean by the capital receipt and revenue receipt? Any idea, ma? Any idea about what do you mean by the capital receipt and what do you mean by the revenue receipt? No. Example I will tell you, simple example. Mr. A is an owner of this house property. Every month he is given this property for let out. He is receiving the 10,000 rental income. It is a receipt or not? Yes. But yes, by way of using the one source of income, sir, for SSC, this is only one source of income. From this source only he will get what, income. He is using the source of income and he is getting some income. So that's why that is a revenue receipt. Sir, second one, he is selling this total source of income and if he got an receipt, that is an what, capital receipt. Simple. Sir, example I will tell you. Yes sir, mango tree is there. Okay, mango tree, simple example. If you are selling the fruits, that related income is revenue receipt. If you are selling the total mango tree for any, that means you are cutting that for tree totally and you are selling that all the products of that tree also. Now capital receipt. Source of income using, that is revenue receipt. Source of income selling related, that is an capital receipt. Now simple example, simple ma, revenue receipt meaning, please read ra. Income and by way of what ma, utilizing the source of income. Capital receipt meaning, please check ma, income and by using the sale of source of income. So now important thing is taxability. Revenue receipts are always what ma, taxable unless otherwise exempted. Sir, if you have any revenue receipt na, it is always taxable. In some cases they will give that exemption. In such cases only, that is what ma, exempt. Example I will tell you. Sir, if I haven't that rental income from house properties, always it is taxable. But for registered trade unions, sir, for some categories of SSEs having that exemption under section 10 subsection 23, for them that is what ma, exempt. Always taxable. If I am saying it is an exempt, in that case only that revenue receipt is what ma, exempt. Reverse case ma, capital receipt taxability always what ma, exempt unless otherwise taxable. If you are getting a capital receipt, generally it is exempt. But in capital gain chapter, I mentioned in these cases capital gain income will arise and that is taxable. In such cases only, that is what ma, taxable. Reverse treatment, and you should remember, sir, if you are written that answer also as in reverse, vice versa, that is wrong ma. Vice versa means nothing but what ma, students can think. If you are written that answer taxability is yes, if you are exchanged the taxabilities, that isn't definitely wrong. Simply remember, revenue receipts always taxable unless otherwise what ma, exempted. Capital receipt generally exempt. If I am saying it is taxable, then that is taxable. Clear? Yeah. Yes, clear amma up to now? Okay. So now I want to introduce the, so first I want to tell you the one concept, then after we can go with the one more concept. Yes. So just I want to know about the rebate related ma. Rebate under section what ra? 87A. Who is an eligible SSE ra? Huh? Eligible SSE, resident individual. Super ra. Second, total income. Total income is what ma? Okay, less than or equal to 5 lakh, less than or equal to 7 lakh, less than or equal to 7 lakh 22,220. So under different, okay, if you are following the normal regime or if you are following that default tax regime, that's okay. Why they are given the rebate? Because these SSEs having that what ma, low level of what ma, income. Am I clear? Only the resident individual can get the rebate. If that too, if they are satisfied the total income less than 5 lakh, less than or equal to 5 lakh, less than or equal to 7 lakh, less than or equal to 7 lakh 22,220. So the reason for giving the rebate is nothing but what ma, simply they have a low level of income. Now I want to start the most important concept, marginal relief. Shall we start the marginal relief concept? Then after we can find that differences between the what ma, rebate and marginal relief also. Clear? Please take a pen and paper ma, and you have to compute few things. on your own. Okay, just I'm given the case 1 ra. Mr. A 42 years of age, total income just how much ma? 50 lakh. Which regime he is following ma? Old regime. I have only mentioned that he is following the old regime. Please calculate tax liability on your own. Please calculate ra. A on paper. Okay, how I presented na, in the same way you have also calculate. So in that left side of the page you can calculate SSC is Mr. A is an 42 years of age, total income 50 lakh, is following the old regime. Please calculate. Next. Dana? Yes, ma'am. What is the basic exemption limit? 42 years of age. That's why we can take 2,50,000. So 2,50,000 to, so 2,50,000 basically exempt. 2,50,000 to next ma 5%. 5%. How much ma? 12,500. Next 5 lakh to 10 lakh ma 20%. That is 1 lakh. Above 10 lakh ra. So total how much amount? 13 lakh 12,500. Now, sir, here total income just 50 lakhs only. That's why no need to add what ma? Surcharge. Please check in surcharge concept related to individual. Clearly I told if your total income exceeds 50 lakh, then only 10% of your income tax as a surcharge. Here less than or equal to no surcharge. So then after that please add health and education cess. What is the tax liability you will get ma? 13,65,000. How many of you have got this 13,65,000 by using calculator also? In exams now only one mistake we can commit, calculation mistakes only, you know, rates and all the things. So just try to practice everything in that class. In your free time you have many deviations, so like me only. So that's why please try to concentrate in that class only and try to calculate all the things. Shall we start, Ra? Okay, next case ma. The same facts I am given, just only one thing I want to change. Same person, same age, but here only one change. He having the total income how much ma? 51 lakh. Just I am increasing his total income 1 lakh only. Please calculate tax liability, ra. Side by side you can calculate first. Okay. Yes. Yes, please compute tax liability if the SSE having the total income 51 lakh. Done? Yes, ma'am. The similarly, 2.5 lakh is basically exempt. 2.5 lakh to 5 lakh 5%, 12,500. Next one, ma, 5 lakh to 10 lakh 20%, that is 1 lakh. Next one, ma, above 10 lakh is 30%, that is what, ma, 12 lakh 30,000. Total amount of an income tax liability you will get 13 lakh 42,500. But here you have to add what, ma, surcharge. Surcharge. Why we have to add the surcharge? Total income is more than 50 lakh. So now surcharge is applied on what, ma, income tax. This point you should remember for your lifetime. Surcharge means a tax on tax. Already we got this tax. On this we can collect the tax at the rate of what, ma, 10%. That is only surcharge. Finally, add health and education cess. You got how much amount of an yes tax liability, ma? 15 lakh 35,820. 15 lakh 35,820. Now, so just here additional income is how much we earned here. 1 lakh additional income we earned. 50 lakhs just additionally we earned 1 lakh, that is 51 lakh. But what is that additional tax they are asking, ma? Please compute. 1 lakh 70,820. Sir, how can I pay, sir? Additionally I earned only 1 lakh. But you are asking 1 lakh 70,820. Why this differences is came only because of surcharge. Only because of what, ma? Surcharge. Sir, because of the surcharge levy only, some SSEs are required to pay the tax more than their additional income. For them only the government will provide marginal relief. Not total relief, marginally, a small amount of relief they will provide. Now I can write it on some things. Eligible SSEs are whom? All. Not individual. Every SSE is eligible for marginal relief. Sir, total income. Yes, here what is that? Total income is eligible for that marginal relief, ma? I will tell you the simple thing. Because of which reason, ma? Surcharge. Because of surcharge levy only you are getting the what? Marginal relief. Just I will tell you, ma. If your total income is, if your total income, yes, is just plus 1 lakh or plus 2 lakh or plus 3 lakh over the, yes, ma, basic limits for surcharge. Over and above the what, ma? Basic limits for surcharge. Then definitely you will get the what, ma? Marginal relief. Sir, again I am repeating, ma, most of the students will not understood this point. I will tell you again. Sir, all SSEs who can eligible for what, ma? Marginal relief. When we can get the marginal relief? Your total income is plus 1 lakh, plus 2 lakh or plus 3 lakh. More than the what, ma? Basic limit for surcharge. Now I will tell you, this 50 lakh is an basic limit for surcharge or not? Yes. More than this 50 lakh, how much additionally we have, ma? 1 lakh or 2 lakhs, 3 lakh. If anything is marginally over the basic limits for surcharge is there, that fellow is eligible for what, ma? Marginal relief. Now I want to write it down. What are the basic limits for surcharges are? Ma, individual, HUF, AOP, BOI, AJP. What are the basic limits? Can you tell me? 50 lakhs. Next, 1 crore. Next, ma, 2 crore. Next, ma, 5 crore also. These three only in case of what my default tax regime. So totally these are in case of old regime. Sir, for partnership form or LLP, yes ma, can you tell me what is the surcharge basic limit ma? 1 crore. More than 1 crore always what ma? 12% only. For companies, can you tell me what are the surcharge basic limits ma? 1 crore, 10 crore. Like this, every SSC related basic limits for surcharge, you know already. Over and above this total income, 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 3 lakh is there na, directly you are eligible for marginal relief. So why they are given the marginal relief? First, you know already, because of the what ma surcharge. Yes, in certain cases you are required to pay the additional, you are required to pay the tax more than the what ma additional income. In exam, how they will give you this question? Now I will tell you. In exam, yes, like this they will ask. They will not mention please calculate marginal relief, etc. Directly just they mentioned as, yes, Mr. A, 42 years of age, having total income how much ma? 51 lakh. So compute tax liability. But in your exam you have to observe 50 lakhs is an basic limit. 50 lakh is an what ma? Basic limit for surcharge. Over and above just 1 lakh income only we earn. So that's why there is a chance of getting marginal relief. Now you have to apply that which concept ma? Marginal relief concept. Now here assume SSC exercise that option given under which section ma? 115 BAC subsection 6 means what ra? He going for opt out, means what tax rates he is following ma? Normal tax rates. Clear ra? Sir, in exam they will not give the question like please compute marginal relief after tax liability. Just they will give you the total income, compute tax liability. But here I got in clarity, he having the just 1 lakh over the basic limit for surcharge. Now I need to compute the tax liability under marginal relief concept. Sir, here we have some steps ma. One by one steps we can remember, and we can do 6 or 7 problems also under marginal relief. Don't think about it, one by one we can complete. Computation of tax liability of Mr. A for that assessment year what ma? 25-26. Step 1 is what ra? Tax on total income including surcharge. What is the total income given in this question ma? 51 lakh. So please calculate tax on 51 lakh including surcharge. Already we have ra. Already we have tax on 51 lakh including surcharge. How much we got ma? 14 lakh 76,750. Shall we substitute ma? Yes. 14 lakh 76,750. Step 2. Step 2. Tax on basic limits. Here also including surcharge, but unfortunately what is the basic limit in this question ma? 50 lakh. But for 50 lakh no need to add what ma? Surcharge. But next, extra income over the basic limit. Sir, first calculate the tax on basic limit means what ma? 50 lakh including surcharge. How much you got ma? 13 lakh 12,500. For this excess income over the basic limit we need to add. What is that excess income we have ma? 1 lakh. So excess over the basic limit also we added. So totally how much ma? This is an 13 lakh 12,500, and extra income means what ma? 1 lakh. All together how much amount ma? 14 lakh 12,500. Now your analysis needs to be start here. Listen carefully. Sir, they are asking this amount of tax ra. Department is an asking. Department expectation this one. Yes, their expectation is definitely correct only. Sir, you have 51 lakh. On 51 lakh, we calculated tax liability. You are required to pay how much? 14 lakh 76,750. But from my side, you can think, I capable to pay only how much amount, ma? Only 14 lakh 12,500. Sir, I will pay the tax on 50 lakh. I will give excess income also to you. This is only my capability. How I can pay 14 lakh 76,750? Up to 50 lakh, I will pay tax, sir. Excess income, whatever I have more than 50 lakh, I will give it to you only. This is only my capability. They are asking more than our capability or less than our capability? More than. So that's why it isn't burden to that SSC. It isn't burden. That's why, yes, ma, marginal relief is available if step 1 is more than what, ma? Step 2. So they are asking this amount and I have an capability to pay this amount. Now we can get the what, ma? Marginal relief. Marginal means a small amount of relief only they are given. So difference between these two steps. Please calculate and tell me, ma. How much? 64,250. 64,250 we have as an marginal relief. Anyhow, government will ask what, ma? 14,76,750. Yes, you have to pay this amount at any cost. But in this they are given the what, ma? Relief. Relief how much, ma? 64,250. Finally, you will get step 2 answer. So that means they are asking what, ra? Tax liability on 50 lakh you should pay and excess income also you should deposit as tax. Then finally 14 lakh 12,500. For this we have to add what, ra? Health and education cess. Clear, ra? Yes, ma. Why here the marginal relief is given? Because of the surcharge levy. Yes, in some cases our additional income is less than the what, ma? Additional tax. Our additional income is less than the what, ma? Additional tax. So now finally last step, if you forgot, na, your entire answer also will be wrong. If you are solving MCQs, if you are not adding the health and education cess in the last step, your answer will be wrong. Clear up to now? No. Sir, next I am given the question number, example. Yes, ma. Please look at and you can try now on your on one paper. You have to try. Sir, total age how much, ma? 34 years. Please look at the first screen. Please look at the screen first. Total income how much, ma? 2 crore 20 lakh. They are asking tax liability. SSC is shifting out or followed, ma? Shifting out. Now I have a doubt, ra. Individual basic limits under old rates, old regime is nothing but what, ma? 50 lakh, 1 crore, 2 crore, 5 crore. But here what is that, ma? 2 crore. But I clearly given 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 3 lakh. If you are earned more than basic limit, directly you can solve the problem by using the tax liability only. But solve by using the what, ma? These 4 steps. First step is what, ma? Tax on total income including surcharge. Second one, tax on basic limit including surcharge and excess income over the basic limit. Next one, reduce marginal relief. But here I have a doubt, ra. Sir, already I told 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 3 lakh. Additionally, if you earn more than basic limit, directly you can calculate tax liability by using this format. But now, sir, it isn't 20 lakh more than the what, ma? Basic limit. But still I have a doubt. Solve the problem by using marginal relief steps only. Then you will get tax liability. So please calculate, ma. So please calculate step 1, step 2, step 3. So first give the heading. Computation of tax liability of Mr. B. Yes, step 1. Step 1, please solve, ra. What is the step 1? Compute tax liability on total income, including what, ra? Surcharge. So what is that, ma? Tax on 2 crore 20 lakh plus you can add surcharge and tell me the answer. Try with your own calculation and tell me the answer, how much you will get as an step 1. Yes, ma'am. What is that step 1, ma? Tax on total income including surcharge. Yes, ma'am. Your answer should be first 0 to 2.5 lakh water nil. Next 2.5 lakh to 5 lakh what ma? 12,500. 5 lakh to 10 lakh 20%, that is 1 lakh. Above 10 lakh 30%, 63 lakh you will get. For this we have to add what ma? Surcharge. Here old regime ma, yes, more than 2 crore to 5 crore. What is that ma? 25%. The 25% you need to apply on how much ra? 64 lakh 12,500. Sir, I got 80 lakh 15,625. That means department is asking this much of amount ra. Am I correct? Department is asking this much of amount from the SSC. That is fair only normally. Okay, you have 2.2 crore. They are collecting the tax as per that computation. Now, step 2 is what, ma? Step 2, you have to tell me, repeat the step 2. Tax on basic limits including surcharge. And whatever that excess amount is there with you, more than the basic limit, we are trying to give that amount also. So that means tax on 2 crore calculate, and excess income how much we have ma? 20 lakh. 2 crore more than 2 crore, how much excess income is there in question ma? 20 lakh. Please calculate tax liability ma. 2.5 lakh nil. 2.5 lakh to 5 lakh 12,500. 5 lakh to 10 lakh 1 lakh. Above 10 lakh how much ma? 57 lakh. Sir, surcharge, now you have to observe. Just here you have a total income 2 crores. Sir, 1 crore more less than or equal to 2 crores. What is the rate of surcharge ma? 15%. More than 2 crores, 25. Less than or equal to 2 crores, what ma? 15%. Add surcharge and tell me how much amount ma? 66 lakh 84,375. But we have to add how much amount to this ma? 20 lakh. Total how much ra? 86 lakh 84,375. Income over the basic limit we have to add. Finally, you got how much amount ma? 86 lakh 84,375. It is our capability. It is our capability. So now remember, I am capable to pay how much amount as an tax ma? 86 lakh 84,375. Just they are asking how much ra? 80. So sorry, 60. You have to add this 20 lakh also to this. Excess income over the basic limit. Sir, you are saying that yes, you have to add that excess income over the basic limit also. Then you will get what ma? 86 lakh 84,375. Remember, you are capable to pay exactly just 86 lakh. Remember, normally 86 lakh you have an capability. But they are asking how much ma? 80. Sir, here no need to take that what ma? Marginal relief. Marginal relief is not available. So If you observe that step 1 is more than step 2, yes ma, no, marginal relief. Marginal relief is available only when step 1 is more than step 2. But here it is a reverse case. Marginal relief is available only when step 1 is more than what step 2. But here that is not possible. So that's why marginal relief is what 0. Finally, whatever in the step 1 you have, that only you are required to pay the tax by way of adding that what health and education cess. So 4 steps we have now. Please repeat that 4 steps ma. Sir, if they are asking the computation of tax liability, yes, you have to check first what total income. If they are asking the what tax liability, you need to check total income first. If the total income more than basic limits for surcharge 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 3 lakh is there na, definitely tax liability should be computed as per the marginal relief format. Then only you can reduce the marginal relief. Finally, you will get what tax liability. Sir, but in this question, I think in this question, they are given 2 crore 20 lakh. Directly you can calculate, but you haven't doubt of getting marginal relief. So that's why follow these steps, then you can decide whether the marginal relief is there or not. So can I show one question, Ra? Can I show one question? Many of these students are thinking that these are all are not important. Okay, this fellow having that YouTube and this fellow having that classes. That's why he's telling that all the things. Now, in the recent examinations also, we have a marginal relief concept related question. Ra. Okay, 47th question. Okay, in MCQ book we have. Don't check it. Don't open the anything. Just listen, Ra. What is that company X Limited? Domestic company is not opted the what 115 BAA. That means they are not opting the 115 BAA means they are following the which provisions normal provisions. Are you clear Ra? They have in the total income 10 crores 1 lakh. 10 crore 1 lakh. So they are asking the what tax liability. I already told. Why, if they are asking tax liability, first you have to check the what total income. You have to check what total income. Sir, if the total income is more than additionally 1 lakh, 2 lakh or 3 lakh more than what basic limit. Basic limit for surcharge. For domestic company, what is that basic limits for surcharge? 1 crore. 1 crore. 10 crore. Definitely here basic limit for surcharge additionally we have an 1 lakh only. So that's why here tax liability we have to compute by using that what marginal relief steps. Marginal relief steps. So directly you can calculate marginal relief. First step is what Ra? Here gross receipts of this company given as an what how much 260 crore means what Ra? Less than 400 crores. That's why 25% tax rate is applicable. Shall we do Yes, quickly we can do. No, no need to do run. Along with me, please tell me the answers. Step 1. Tax on total income including surcharge. So please apply 25% on 10 crore 1 lakh. Plus what is the surcharge we can apply 10 crore crossed. That's why what is that domestic company surcharge rate? 7 12. Tell me that answer. Are you understood Step 1 is nothing but what tax on total income including surcharge. Two crores 80 lakh 28,000 pakka. Okay. Step 2. Tax on basic limit including surcharge. Can you tell me tax on basic limit means how much 10 crore, right? Am I right, Ra? But including surcharge means now what ma? 7%. More than 10 crores, 12. Less than or equal to 10 crores, 7. Plus we have to add additional income more than the what ma? Basic limit for surcharge. How much ma? 1 lakh. Altogether, please tell me. Totally, please tell me how much ma? 2 crore 50. Now, sir, they are department asking this amount, but I am capable to pay how much ra? 2,68,000. Huh? 2 crore 68,50,000. Now, step 3. Can you tell me what is that MR? MR means what ra? Marginal relief. Sir, step 1 is more than step 2, sir. That means more than my capability they are asking. So that's why marginal relief, please calculate ra. 11,78,000. 11,78,000. Step 4 ma. Yet anyhow they will try to collect how much amount from you? 2,80,000. Sorry, 2 crore 80,28,000. From that we can get the what ma? MR, marginal relief, 11,78,000. What is that answer you will get ma here? 2,68,000. Yes ma? 50,000. Sir, remember, so normally I marked it as a wrong thing, but remember 2 crore 68 lakh 50,000 is also wrong. Why? We have to add what ma? Health and education cess, then only you can get final answer. Are you understood what is the importance of marginal relief concept? Ma? Option? లేదు అదే చెప్తుంది. సో ఇది పాస్ట్ ఎగ్జామ్ క్వశ్చన్. Options also they are given as a wrong only. So remember, without education cess, B is a correct answer. If you are adding health and education cess, you will not get the answer. Okay. Next. Yes, I think Shalvaraj, I think you are getting the clarity about the marginal relief concept now. Remember, rebate and marginal relief, these are the two different concepts. Rebate can be eligible, rebate can be taken by only whom? Resident individual who having the total income below the 5 lakh or 7 lakh or 7,22,220. So why they are given ma? Because they want to provide that support to the lower income people. But what is the marginal relief concept is available for all SSEs because of the surcharge rate increment. So normally 10 to 15, 15 to 25, 25 to 37. Because of the surcharge rate increment, in some cases the government is asking more than their income as an what ma? Tax. In such cases, we can provide the marginal relief. How to calculate marginal relief ma? Totally by using 4 steps. Step 1, tax on total income including surcharge. Step 2, tax on basic limits including surcharge, and plus you have to add excess income over the basic limit. Why we are adding the excess income over the basic limit? Because sir, I am unable to pay the total tax, sir, but I will give it that what ma? Total extra income and over the what ma? Basic limit. Here example I will tell you. You are saying, sir, you are asking 2 crore 80 lakh something. I will not pay, sir. I will pay the tax on how much ma? 10 crore. Excess income and 1 lakh. I will also, that amount also I will give it to you only. You are demanding this amount. I will not pay, sir. The reason, because of the increasing the surcharge rate, so you are asking more than my capability. So that's why first I will pay the tax on how much ma? Basic limit, and I will give that excess amount also to you. So that is only the finally what ma? So I will pay the tax on 10 crores and excess income how much I have? 1 lakh. These two things all together I will give it to you by way of adding that what ma? Health and education cess. So the steps are important. So tomorrow we can do more and more problems related to marginal relief. First you should differentiate that rebate and the marginal relief concept. Okay. If any doubts, yes, you can ask. Otherwise, we can conclude the session for today. Online. Yes. Tomorrow we can discuss the few more problems related to marginal relief from our material. Yes, remember, in our handwritten notes, we solve the problems for individual, but this MCQ is for whom? Company. So I already told marginal relief is available for all SSEs who are suffered with the incrementing of what? Surcharge. Yes, thank you. ఎవరు వెళ్ళొద్దు